James here with the Barbourcreek Shooting School. We're going to shoot the 6.5 Creedmoor at 600 yards with the 140 RDF. And a lot of you guys have been asking for it, so we're going to go ahead and shoot it. Keith's going to pull the trigger. We got about 5, maybe 6 mile an hour wind coming left to right at 9 o'clock. It's varying. The waves are going basically from large to about a 86%, 80%, so it's kind of going back and forth between a 5 and a 3.5 mile an hour wind, give or take. So, all right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and shoot. Stand by.
All right, ready? Set it.
James and Keith here from Barbourcreek Shooting School. We just shot 600 yards with the 140 grain RDF, like a lot of you guys have been asking, out of the 6.5 Creedmoor. We were running 5 to 6 mile an hour winds. I think we were holding right around 2.25 minutes of wind. So we're running these right at about 2,800 feet per second is what we estimated it to be. And look at the wound cavity production on the ballistic gel. Again, 20% gel block. This is where it entered, and we have initial penetration somewhere around 5 inches, and then the wound cavity itself, large wound cavity, is about 7 inches and did penetrate all the way through. We do have a secondary wound cavity here. It looks like the bullet actually started to lift and tumble a little bit, and look at the curvature on this. So let me turn it here sideways. You can see a little bit, but really good performance. I'll be honest, it really acted a lot like a Berger VLD. We kind of expected that. We did dissect the two bullets side by side, the Berger VLD and the RDF, and they're very similar in jacket thickness. I don't know about what the metal makeup is difference between them two, but the me-plat, or the tip of the hollow point, is a little bit smaller on the RDF, as is the boat tail. So overall performance, I think it's going to make a really good hunting bullet. We didn't use the actual skin on this one this time. We just got tired of having to clean up all the inside of the skin and flesh and meat off of the gel blocks before we melted them. And honestly, we didn't see a lot of difference between them. So again, James and Keith from Barbourcreek Shooting School, and another ballistic test for you. This time, RDFs.
Alright, so we just finished cutting these in half, and as you can tell, there's the wound channel. It actually did really well. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. We're pretty impressed with the performance so far.
I mean, you couldn't ask for any better at that distance.
No, look at the other one.
Yeah, I mean, you got the other one right.
You get a little burn spot right over here in the corner where probably had a little oxygen pocket or to punch through. So we're going to try to hit these with a heat gun and warm them up a little bit and get rid of it. So get rid of the cut marks that Keith made. So what do you think, Keith?
I think these are outstanding. As far as the BC on them is also really high, which is G7 was 330.
Roger.
So I mean, we were definitely moving about a quarter minute faster than the ELDMs at 600. So I mean, I'm really liking the accuracy of them overall.
All right, we're going to go ahead and heat it up with the heat gun and see if we can get rid of these ridge lines. So stand by.
What I'm worried about is it's going to.
I want to make sure it doesn't distort the wound cavity, so we're just trying to clean it up a little bit.
Alright, we just finished cutting this and heating it up with the heat gun, at least this one. We wanted to get rid of some of the ridge lines like this one has on here from the electric knife. We were quite surprised that we didn't see any fragmentation, or very little fragmentation, from this bullet as far as jacket separation like you see on a Berger. I'm going to assume that's because of the small me-plat, and it might be how the metal is put together inside of the RDF compared to the Berger. But overall performance, we can see that it did mushroom. I think we're going to do is shoot this at a little bit longer range, and we're going to see if we can actually capture the bullet, because I'm very curious to see what it looks like. So what do you think, Keith? Good bullet?
I think it's a good bullet, and I'm actually really interested in seeing it at the distance, push it out a little bit and see how it goes. So right now, like I said earlier, is that it's definitely moving about a quarter minute faster because of that high BC that it has.
Yeah, I think this is one we're going to actually shoot at 1,000 just to see what it does in ballistic gel. All right, give us a little bit of time. We got schools to teach and actually have to do a little work, so we will get the RDF shot at 1,000 in the near future. Well, some of us work. All right, James and Keith from Barbourcreek Shooting School. Scouts out.